Thank you all so much. I apologize for running a little bit late. It's great to be here tonight, and beautiful night. I really appreciate you coming on such a beautiful day outside. My name is Randy Hultgren. I'm state senator here in the 48th district in Illinois, running for Congress in the 14th congressional district, running against Bill Foster, the current congressman there. I'll tell you just a little bit about myself, my family. I live in Winfield. My wife and I have been married 19 years. Got 4 kids. Oldest is 15, youngest is 5. I grew up in funeral home. Hey, how you doing? Oh, good. Smart. Feel free, and let's make this casual. So I mean, people, whatever. I just will make it open and casual, whatever. The way I prefer it. I grew up in Wheaton. My family has a funeral home in Wheaton. I grew upstairs from a funeral home. A lot of interesting stories being a funeral director's kid. But it was great because I saw early on the commitment that my mom and dad had for a family business that we were very committed to. Oftentimes, everybody else got paid that worked for us, but we didn't. And saw the sacrifice that my mom and dad made to really create something that was beneficial to our community, valuable to the community and to our family, but also made a difference in other people's lives by the people that they were able to hire. So early on I saw that small business and entrepreneurship is really the driving force of our economy. I'm so convinced that government never creates jobs, it destroys jobs. And if you have a big growing government, it means other things are being destroyed at that same time. And that's what we're seeing right now, is out of control growth of federal government. And our congressman is right in on that, voting for absolutely every single appropriations. He claims he voted against the budget. He voted for absolutely every single appropriation, stimulus, bailout, TARP, whatever. Every single thing that went into that budget he voted for. And I think he claims to be a businessman, but has absolutely no business sense. I think it's been decades since he was involved in any kind of business. And even then, I really wonder what his role was, because he has no sense of what it means to be a job creator, what it means to be able to do something that you're pouring yourself into and investing into, with the hope of it being profitable for yourself and for your family, but also making a difference in your community. So he is out of touch. He is not representing us. We need someone who's representing us. So I got really frustrated not quite a year ago. I know many of you shared my frustration, and it was this last summer where it just hit me. I was convinced that we were at a tipping point in the nation, where we were heading to this cliff, and our current administration, the leadership out in Washington, D.C., Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, and Bill Foster, right alongside with them, were driving this train over the cliff. And it just made me so angry that this is happening. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Thanks
we
for
were
coming.
at the wrong party.
Oh.
Sounds fun up there.
It's really fun.
We were up there salsaing.
Much more interesting than listening to me. Well, that's good. But it just got so aggravated, so at wit's end. That just something. Why doesn't somebody do something? That just hit me. That why doesn't somebody stand up and say something and do something? And almost as quickly as I thought that thought, I realized, you know what? Maybe it should be me. Maybe this is the time that I need to step up and stand up and shout out and say, we're heading in the wrong direction. This is not what our founding fathers had in mind. This is not why our Constitution, when people sacrifice their lives, liberties, and their sacred honor to be able to give everything for our nation, to the freedom that we enjoy, the liberty that we enjoy. We're throwing it all away. And I just saw that this was a time that I needed to step up. And so I've just been absolutely convinced through this process that I want to be a voice for change back to what our founding fathers had, not the change that Obama has Right. Getting back to what really the founding fathers said. The Constitution is a brilliant document, and yet we are doing everything we possibly can to ignore it these days, to try and change it, to reinterpret it, to try and push it to mean something else. And I'm fed up with that. And so really that is my reason for running for Congress. I love this area. I love Illinois. I love my family. I love the idea of freedom and opportunity, and being able to raise our families as we see fit, work how we want to work, be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. All of these things are things that are worthwhile, and yet every single one of them are in jeopardy right now. with the current administration that's out there. Doug and I were talking about it on our way out here, that there is a very intentional attack. I'm convinced of it, that there is an intentional plan attacking the foundational values that made our nation great. And we've got to turn that around.